Good afternoon, everyone. Just got done eating apple and just realized I got some shit stuck in my tooth. It's kind of awkward in front of the camera. Like, wait a minute, I didn't feel that right before I turned on the camera. You probably see it too. No? Not bad. Give me a sec. I gotta find a pic. This is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, it's in my pocket. There we go. I try to keep these on me. I love these fucking things, man. These things are amazing. When you get older and your teeth start fucking, you get shit stuck between your teeth, man. You know, you start getting in your 30s, you know, there ain't nothing you can do about it. It still blows my mind that people can still grow 3 sets of teeth. You gotta look that shit up. It impresses me. Doesn't surprise me, though. Not especially after you read the Bible and it says that people lived 700, 800, 900 years old. Which I can't wait to get to the part where it says where God says that God said that he's only gonna let people live to 120, man. He stopped that shit. So I kind of been, just cleaning up, organizing, setting up the house a little bit, because I'm still going to be here for a little bit longer until I figure everything out. I might try to wait it out. I can't leave, period, till the truck's done, so until that puppy's running, there ain't nothing I could do. Which is going to be running real soon. I got to get it done before I start having legal problems, that weren't the cause of me. I mean, nothing bad's gonna happen. Nothing bad's crazy or nothing. I just gotta be out of this house. So, I don't want to be in this house anyways. And Tora, she was just laying down. She just woke up, and I got her some milk, and she she drank it, a lot of it, but she tracked it all around the kitchen. She literally put all 4 paws in there and just lapped it up with all 4 paws. She's such a dork, I swear. But I just been setting up the house, since people come over. I got some people coming over this weekend, so hopefully they said they're gonna stop by, come hang out. So, I just set up the living room a little bit. That way it looks nice. I might pull out my pictures today. Actually show you guys my some pictures, show you pictures of my family and stuff like that. I need to get all my pictures of Margarita developed. I have the little strips for when me and Margarita went to Cedar Point. I'll have to show you guys those. Those are amazing. Those came out really well. Like, I was really, really happy with that. But yeah, we're gonna read Book of John now. I used the bathroom. My gut was all fucked up. Which actually, I need to go turn on the other thing of coffee. That just reminded me, because I'm almost finished with this one. And I want to finish the milk. That's why I gave her milk. I gotta finish this milk. This is the milk that Bill brought me yesterday. I paid for it. I gave him $10 yesterday. I told him, go get me some milk and water. Please, I'm begging you. And he brought me a 40-pack of water and the milk. And cookies. This is Bill's drug right here. I set out his drug right here so he can... That way he has a bunch of drugs and he can entertain you guys while he's snacking on cookies. I'm going to try to keep him over tonight. I'm going to try to get him hopped up on coffee. We'll see. I don't know. I'm going to see. I'm going to attempt to get Bill hopped up on coffee, milk, and cookies and see what I can do to get him going, because he's a trip, man. Sometimes I don't understand where he's going with his stuff or what he's saying, but that's okay, because I'm not from his era. All the people that are watching that are from his era, I'm sure are going to know exactly what he is speaking about. So that's the whole point. Right, Mentora? Right, baby? Yeah, there's my kitty. Whoa, that thing. It's weird doing this camera thing. I try to flip it, and it doesn't work. You got to go slow. That's what it is. I went too fast for it, and I confused the Nimball. It was like, what the fuck? I like this thing, man. I'm pretty impressed with it. Out of all the ones I looked at and stuff, and all the features and stuff, I haven't even used all the features yet, and I'm impressed with it. So, the last video I uploaded was 1080p. It was recorded in 1080p along with this one. The videos before that were a different resolution, along with She pooped on my floor. I think it probably fell from her. It's probably stuck to her butt, knowing her. But what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was just talking about. Holy shit. That's bad. But no, this Nimball 3, I haven't used all the features yet, and I'm really impressed with it. And this rag needs to get thrown out. I'm not washing that rag. That rag was done for anyway. It's getting old. I gotta go through all like towels, figure out what towels I want to keep, all that stuff. So much to do, you know. But I'm very happy with this, man. Van Top, I'm really impressed, man. I really am. I'm excited to see all the other features, and I'm hoping I don't break it, because then I'll have to buy another one, and I won't get another one for $100, you know. So thank you, Richard. If you see this video, I appreciate you. This thing is really nice, man. And what's crazy is this thing, it actually pissed me off. I had a problem with it. I was getting irritated with it when I first got it, and I actually listed it online, and nobody wanted to buy it, bro. And I was like, what the fuck? Why doesn't anybody want to buy this thing? And somebody finally offered me $30 for it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna take $30 for it. I almost did. I'm like, I paid $100 for it. They're like, well, obviously you don't want it. I'm like, dude, I won't take less than 50, you know? I paid $100 for it, you know? Come on. And I'm happy I kept it, because the $100 is worth it, every penny. Every single penny is worth it. And that was God. God knew I needed it. And I was hesitant to selling it too, and God told me, why are you selling it? You're supposed to be using that. You're supposed to be making these videos, you know? And I was putting it off, because I didn't have Margarita, you know? I miss her a lot. I can't wait for you guys to see her. I need to start cleaning all this stuff up in a minute. That's what I'm about to start doing. I'm just hoping, you know, it's Friday night, you know, it's still, people like to buy stuff at night, you know, people have money at night, you know, people are riding around, people might stop by and say, hey, I want that late at night, you know. I'm kind of waiting for it to start getting dark. I've sold stuff at this time, you know what I mean? So this is when I sell a lot of cars, actually, around this time. For some reason, when I sell cars, every time I sell a car myself, it always ends up being around this time. Or early in the morning. It's one of the two. It's the weirdest thing. Always around like 8:30 at night or early in the morning. I've never sold a car in the afternoon, ever. I've always wondered why. I don't know. I don't know. About to roll up a joint and then read. Into our kitty. You happy? You chilling? Kitty. Kitty. What you doing, girl? Come on, you can come. Come on, Mentora. She's like, nope. She just ate though too, so. Come on, girl. Let's go. That's how you do it, man. Slowly get her to come follow you. Mentora. Kitty. She got all that milk on her toes. Kitty. She tired. You tired? Say, I'm tired, Dad. I'm tired. What? And she's wet. Full of milk. Which now I gotta give her back, because then she's gonna smell like rotten milk. She's gonna smell like cottage cheese. She's gonna stink. You get in a bath tonight, and it's all your fault. You can't blame me for being tortured. Plus, I gotta put some stuff on your butt, clean your butt. See, I cut all of her hair down there. So much better. I still gotta get over here a little bit. Around her tail. She's gonna be such a hairy cat, bro. Look at all this. And she's just a kitten. You're gonna be a furry freaking cat, man. Yeah, you're gonna be a furry cat. And I can't wait to get that white clean so don't look so trashy. See, I'm a junkyard kitty, Dad. I'm a junkyard kitty right now. I'm not a boat kitty yet. What? See, I'm a survivor. I'm strong. I'm a strong kitty. Yeah. Oh, you like that? What, is that your spot? Really? Oh, I just found Mentor a spot. I just found Mentor a spot. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I found it. It's right on the chin, right on the neck. That's her spot. I thought it'd be her belly. Most cats, it's either the butt or the belly, or the back of the neck or the ear, not this. This is odd. I wonder why this is her spot. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo. Oh my God. I'm so happy right now. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so happy. Dude, you have no idea. I've been missing a cat. I've been missing a cat. And the Zoom finally works now, which I never set that up. That's awesome. I bumped it and I was like, what the fuck is that? Awesome. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, this Vantop Nimball, if you don't have one and you do vlogs or anything like that, and I don't know if you have any other brands, but if you have problems with that one, you don't like it, try a Nimball. That's all I could say. Vantop, man. Vantop M3, that's what I got. This thing's legit. The only thing that I would change would be the micro USB. I would change it to a USB-C simply because it's more sturdier and bigger and more durable. And I hate having to solder micro SDs. That's one thing I'm really good at is soldering charge ports on phones. I've done only a fucking million of them. I made $1,200 in a day on a Good Friday just changing out charge ports and screens on phones in my business, my own cell phone repair business. So I fix electronics, you know. I'm a computer geek, a Linux geek. I'm an IT technician. I'm a network technician. That's what I do. I software develop. I'm a network technician. That's what I traveled and did a lot of my work. Was that? I know weaponry. I know warfare. I study, military warfare. I study weaponry. I study art, anatomy, music. I study history, algebra, language, anything Middle Eastern, like Egyptian, Middle Eastern, Arabic, calligraphy. I study all of that stuff. I study life. That's why I call it Life Stories Perspectives, because not only do I study life, I am here. It is life, and then these stories, people tell stories, whether they're believable or not. That's up for you to figure out. That's for you to find the truth. When someone's lying or not. You will know, and you'll be able to. You use that to figure out yourself. It's easy to find out who you are when you watch and you sit back. Sit back and watch others. My favorite guys here. Sit back and watch others. If you sit back and watch others, right? When I was in prison these 3 years, I had those single cells, Listen, man, people were trying to kill me. People didn't like me. I was running the joint and I was being forced to. That was the fucked up part, which I'm going to be explaining, how to keep your enemies in order, and listen, you got to keep your enemies close. And the reason why I say this is because when I went in there, right, I had this gentleman that was the head of a group, a black gentleman, he was the head, and I did not like him, and he didn't like me, but I had to deal with him. I'm talking Sorry for a second. Give me a second, Bill. I need 1 second. I'll be right there. I was in the middle of something.
Oh, man. Let's go bring your soap in.
I was trying. I was just sorry. I didn't mean to be a dick or anything like that.
Got some eats for you.
Oh yeah? I wasn't trying to be a dick. I was just something happened in prison, and I was trying to explain the story. God damn, man.
Well,
You see what I'm saying? It's funny. I went on the internet. I told everybody, watch, Bill's gonna bring me a whole bunch of food.
well,
And
I don't have to go back to the store.
I told people, this is how you know a true friend. A true friend will always make sure you have food.
Well, my mom is the one that done that.
Yeah, well, thank
Why do
you.
you think she gets so much junk mail? She's feeding the world.
She's feeding the world. Yeah, tier 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, when you care for others, you find yourself being cared for. So, no, I was just explaining how you want to keep your enemies close. I had a situation where, one of the head gang members, they ran the unit that I was in, and, I was kind of forced into a situation I didn't really want to be in because of, circumstances of females that I was talking to while I was incarcerated. People, the heads seen that, and they were using me as a pawn, and I didn't like it. And it put me in a situation where I almost didn't make it home. But at the same time, I took advantage of the situation because not only was he the head, right? And he controlled everything, and not only did he control everything, he had the say-so, he had access to everything. He knew people that ran that place that were, the facilitators, we will call them, personnel. And so by me having him in my pocket, in a sort of sense, is I kept him in my pocket. Because he wanted my money. He wanted me and my money and what I was about. He didn't care about me or what happened to me. As long as I was paying out, that's all that mattered, right? So I took advantage of the situation. I kept him in my pocket. The whole time he thinks he's getting money from me, right? Which he was. A lot of it, actually. But, he was also... I was making all that money from doing stupid shit that I was being forced into because, one, I can't leave the yard. If I leave the yard, I'm a snitch because I got to have a reason to leave the yard. You can't just get up and go, especially when COVID hit. Nobody was leaving. Second, there was only one joint in Michigan that has a single cell. And I've already been there twice before. For a short period stay, and I wasn't happy about coming back for the third time for 3 years. I was staying in that goddamn prison. I wasn't leaving. I had my own cell, my own toilet, my own bed, my own locker, my own porcelain sink. I could lay in my bed and I could piss in the toilet without even get up. And I took advantage of it. I read and I studied. I went to school there. They had a vocational class there, which was one of the best vocational classes they have in all the prisons in the United States. And that's the first thing I did was sign up for that motherfucker so they wouldn't move me. That way I could stay there. I didn't care about staying in that class. I wanted to be in that class, but I already knew all that stuff. You know what I mean? I already knew all that stuff. So, but what's funny is I ended up even getting into class. That's what's funny is the whole stuff, all that stuff got canceled because of COVID. And literally, they locked down the prison. I watched 5 people die. In 2 days. One of them was a black individual. He was an older gang member, but he was in there. What's fucked up, he was in there for something that he didn't even do. He swears up and down that he did not touch this girl. He did not touch her. It was a lie. And I believe it. I could see it in his eyes. I believe it. And he did a lot of time. Man. And he was about to be going home eventually, man. But he had a single cell, and he already was there for a long time. And he didn't want to leave, man. He did not want to leave. And he had COVID, and he would be cleaning and stuff and mopping the floor and all that. and putting his hand up against the wall, breathing like this. Retrospect. I don't feel good, man. Jaybird, you know. I have many names, many aliases. So I told him, man, you gotta go, man. You know, I'll go when I get store. I'll go when I get store. He would say that, man. Gone the next day, man. So, Bill, we gotta go look at some parts, man, and I need some help figuring this beam. I need your specialties.
Parts?
First, I need your help figuring out how we're gonna pull this motor out of this frame. We gotta go to your house and get some boards and whatnot.
Oh.
You feel like doing that? Feel like going? I'll go with you.
Well, we could bang on his door.
Yeah, let me roll
Bang
it.
on his door.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, bring your gun.
Yeah, I know.
I'll get mine.
Yeah, I wish. I'd if I went up in there, I'd take all his
Got more
cars.
bullets than you. We'll shoot mine first.
Dude, hell yeah. I'll be the bad guy. Let me roll my last joint and
Let's get baseball bats.
well, let me roll my last joint. I'm gonna put everything in. That's why this will take maybe 10 minutes, and I gotta put my cat up. That way we can get to business. So yeah, don't mind me. If you guys get bored, y'all can listen to the bullshit on the radio. There's always something popping off. Two guys just robbed the store. I didn't know what store. I didn't hear what store it was. I just came in at the last second, but no guns, just wearing all black. They robbed. They gave up the money, I guess. And they gave up the money and didn't even have a gun? Fucking bitches. I would have beat the guy's ass.
Huh. Sounds weird.
Why follow policy? You make up your own policy. Fuck.
All they have to do if they want money is get a lawyer.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Yeah, tell them that they got a pain in the back.
I'm excited for this, man. I
Yeah,
haven't.
that'll last.
I'm excited for this.
You don't have to refrigerate.
That's what I was just about to say. It's funny that you bring this up because
You wash your hands and stuff.
I travel a lot, right? And
Yeah,
I'm going to be sailing around the world. Cheese actually lasts a long time. It holds really well.
And so does that stuff.
Yes, I was just about to say that. It's
They don't even refrigerate that.
It's because it has so much sodium in it. But it's fine. You know, I'm excited for this. This is a treat. When you're listen, when you're sailing for months at a time and you go from port, dairy, anything powdered milk is a delicacy. And if you have this and anything fresh, you got to eat it immediately. The only time you can keep fresh, like the best kind of breads are like tortillas, that type of stuff, or like English muffins. You can never get fresh bread to last in the ocean, and you're in the salt air, so whatever you think lasts long here, it goes bad twice as fast out there. So yeah, this is the stuff you want to get.
Yeah, tootin'.
Yeah,
I know my stuff.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yes, sir, man. I used to be out and about.
Yeah,
Out on the road.
you only got fucking 40 years on me. 30?
Most of the time I just went
Mentora.
down Milky Way, through Musketeer bars and
Mentora.
cupcakes. And Pepsi.
You gotta go in the room, girl. Come on. I don't want to step on you carrying this furniture.
Raw bacon, though.
Oh yeah,
It'll give you a stomachache.
yeah. You know the Bible even says that pork is bad for you, same as the Quran. You're not supposed to eat this stuff. You're not supposed to eat meat or all of this stuff. Your body has a hard time processing it. Even the Bible clearly says it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't eat it. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat it. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm just saying that your body has a hard time with it. And God never commanded anybody to eat meat until the great deluge, the flood.
That's right.
So, well, yeah, I still eat meat. Bacon's my favorite, actually.
Bacon.
I love fucking bacon.
Bacon.
The smell of it is even better than the taste of it.
Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love bacon. I like bacon.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Bacon's good. Yeah. I like the bacon sandwiches. I put my bacon with my cheese and my lettuce and tomatoes.
That shit's so good.
And if I feel really wild, I'll even put maybe pickles.
Pickles are good. I love pickles.
Yeah.
I like going and get those shawarmas with the Arabic pickles. Yeah.
Pickle.
Ah, bitch, that hurt.
Oh.
I just hit the wood chair, hit my fucking hip. My bony ass hip.
Tell Ryan. You know anybody that's got Hot Wheel comic books? Yeah.
And fucking approach them. Because if they don't have them, they should. That's the only other thing I really want to get in right this second. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put this. I want to put this in that back room.
I got quite a few Hot Wheels.
Yeah, real ones.
Well,
Real cars.
The one I sold Ryan. You know. I don't know. I guess it's some kind of hard to get one. You know, I don't know. I don't know why anybody go out and do that stuff. All I can say is, if somebody was selling it for $20, I'd look at it. I ain't buying that damn thing. We'll go there on $20.
Alright, I'm almost done, guys. Sorry, bear with me.
I paid $20 for no damn Hot Wheel.
Fuck no, I don't know. I mean, Hot Wheels, don't get me wrong, toy collectors, they make a lot of money. I don't like collecting toys. I mean, cool cars are cool. I can't see myself spending a fortune on cars. You can't take none of that stuff with you, man.
I know if I didn't sell it to them, it would be the same thing as buying it.
Yeah.
There's some damn guy, I remember my dad gave me that his Plymouth van. And somebody came up to me with $5,000 cash.
I'm almost done, guys.
I want to buy that van, man. You think I'm going to be stupid? I got the damn thing for nothing. I'm not going to turn down $5,000 for a beat up old Plymouth van that my dad was telling me for years that he would always break down and cause him trouble. And the insurance company wanted $150 more to insure it, and it has a $150 key. If you lose the key, that's $100. That's stupid, man. And if it breaks, I'm up the creek because I don't know how to fix that dumb old thing. Yeah, my mom hated it too. I don't like that. You think I'm gonna go against my mom?
No, who wants to go against mom?
Not me.
Fuck that. My mom would beat me with crutches. I asked my mom to take me to school. You hear me? I asked my mom to take me to school, to walk me to school, take me to school. She beat me with a crutch. You're not going to fucking school. Go back to bed, she said. A crutch. And told me to go back to sleep. You're not going to school.
Crutch.
You know, like the thing you walk with when you break your leg?
You're going to need a crutch if you get beaten by one of those.
Yeah, that's what she beat me with, man.
She's going to beat you with it and then say, here, now you can walk with it.
I remember that day very clearly. That's when I...
Turn you into a cripple with a clutch?
Dude, crutch was crazy. She used to be...
It's a damn good thing she didn't have one of those motorized wheelchairs.
Dude, oh my God, she would have drove over me. For sure, she would have drove over me. She would have.
And then put in reverse and
come back, and she would have, man. She would have, bro.
Hell yeah.
I love my mom, but god damn, man, like, woman, you're fucking crazy. Who does that, you know? Dude, it was bad. It'd be bad. My mom would want to get so high in the 90s, right? Back in the 90s, the doctors, drugs were different. They dispensed drugs differently back in the 90s, right? My mom would take me, right? I'd be like 8 years old. My mom would take me to Henry Ford Hospital, Fairlane, right up here. You know where I'm talking about. And would go get shots of Demerol. And fucking tell them she'd have these doctors wrapped around her fucking finger like this, man.
She must have been a looker.
Dude, my mom was somebody, bro. I'm telling you, my mom could get anything she wanted. My mom would fucking go in there, right? Spend like an hour in there, have these doctors shoot her up, right? And the doctors were so used to her doing it, they let her drive home. And I was in the car one day, and I remember having my mom fucking nodded out at the wheel, bro. And I was right there going down Greenfield towards Ford Road, and I'm 8 years old, and I remember this. And I remember having to hop over and pulling the car over and shit. I went back to the doctor, man. I almost killed that doctor. Yeah.
You're a good kid, man.
Dude, it was crazy. I used to steal the car. My stepsister taught me how to drive, man. My stepsister Tiffany, she passed away. My dad had that.
Automatic?
No, yeah, it was. So you see that truck right there?
Yeah.
My dad had the same truck, but it was an actual 1500. It was a truck. He got it from his wife's father. The keys, the ignition, you could just turn the truck and it would start. You didn't need a key. And we delivered the papers, Detroit News Free Press, in it. Well, my sister Tiffany, my stepsister, would always take it out and we would leave, and she would always put gas in it. And my dad never knew the wiser until he started keeping track of the mileage, and he caught on only a year later. But yeah, that truck was awesome. That truck was actually been in the family for a long time. He ended up selling it to his friend, which fell asleep, was a drinker, and fell asleep with his foot on the accelerator. And that engine had 400,000 miles on it. The Chevy 350 had 400,000 miles on it, right? And it was still going. And he fell asleep on the accelerator, popped it. Crazy. And he didn't even know where he was. He was fucking at the... You know where he was? He was fucking right over there at the fucking Novi Hospital.
Northfield?
Yeah, Northfield Hospital on Grand River.
Oh.
He was in the fucking parking lot. Didn't even know where he was. He pulled in there and passed out. Yeah.
Oh.
Not the one here. Not the one on Grand River in Farmington. Down farther. Way down farther. Towards like 10... like Novi.
Oh.
Like Novi and Wixom Road. Grand River, Wixom Road. Yeah, dude, it was crazy. Old people, man. Drinkers, I mean. His name was Bill, too. He's my dad's best friend. Alright, I'm almost done. I gotta pull the rest of this. I'm just gonna throw the car parts in the truck. I gotta pull this desk in. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'll pull this desk in and this table. And that mirror. I think wood. Cheap ass wood. Yeah. Can't wait to get rid of it all, Bill. All right. Oh, my nose. Yeah, if you want, you can. We gotta figure out something to pull that motor. I need it out. I gotta pull it out tonight.
You gonna put it in here tonight too, or just?
No, we're not putting it in tonight. I gotta order parts, Bill. I gotta figure out what manifold I want to run. I gotta order the. I gotta figure a few things out. I gotta see what stuff you have too, if you're willing to come up off of anything, cause that depends on what I gotta buy. What parts I gotta order. You understand what I'm saying? Everything's being custom. We're gonna be doing a little bit of work. Alright, I'm almost done. So I was able to go through my garage and find a bunch more parts I had, car parts, and happy because I found some matching fenders. Hopefully people buy these car parts, man. And these truck parts. That's all. I don't have much left. Everything pretty much sold from that truck, man. I'm just gonna put this chair in the kitchen for now. Do this. This can go here. I mean, I got too much shit, man. And this house is small, it's not a big house. I didn't want a big house. I travel too much. I move around too much. I do too much. I can't take care of all that shit. Okay, I gotta grab this table. I put this down, fellas. I'll be right back. Shit. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so excited Bill bought me food. I told you Bill's gonna buy me food. Told you, man. I'm about to make me a sandwich, man. Eat some of this wheat bread and cheese. It's been a minute since I had food like that. I've been eating nothing but cereals and breads and that type of stuff, which is high energy food, which is what I need for the most part for the spiritual cleansing, you know what I mean? For the yoga and for everything else, you know. Milk, honey. There's a reason why God said I'm going to bring you to the land of milk and honey. So, you know, I live off of milk. I live off of honey. I live off of things. But your body, you know, needs sustenance. You know what I mean? Sometimes it needs all that protein. You know what I mean? When you're running around working out like I am and I'm hot because I'm running around coffee. Hot. That's why I want to eat a sandwich tonight. I'm about to roll a joint, eat a sandwich once I get all this stuff in, and then we're going to go over to Bill's house. He's looking at the motor now and stuff. We're going to figure out what we're going to do. I'm going to go part shopping and see what he got. So, basically, I'm going to go over to see what he has first. And then once I figure out what he has, I'm going to do the research tonight, see what it is I'm going to use, what it is I can use, you know, if I can use anything he has, which I'm sure I will, because GM's like that. You know, and I already know a lot already, so I won't have to do much research, but I'm going to double check, you know, make sure, because you got to make sure splines are the same, and, you know, it's not always direct bolt on, you know, you got to manipulate things, you know, you got to change things, you know, move things. So it's not going to be, you know, a drop-in motor. So, you know, I got to change things up a little bit. And I'm going to have to order specialty parts. So I got to go over to see what he got. And then I'm going to take a piece of paper, most likely, and a pen, my notebook, write down what he has, you know, and go from there. I'm going to go get this mirror and put the rest of that stuff in my car after we do the video. Yeah, I'm gonna read John real quick before I go. Just one chapter before I upload this, and then I'll upload this, and then we'll go from there. Because I'm gonna be up all night. You know, we're gonna do a lot. We're gonna be reading John till it's done, which I've mentioned already, and then we're gonna be doing car stuff. Go look at car parts and see what we can find. And hopefully build something or find something or get a cherry picker from Ryan. We'll find out. But it says, chapter 3 of John, born from above. There was a man of the Pharisees said, we already read this. Oops. So it's the bridegroom's friend. It says, after this conversation, which he had with, Nicodemus, it said, Jesus went on with his disciples in the Judean countryside. Oh, we already did that one too. We already did that one. So the woman at the well. So, yeah, we did do that one. Woman at the well. This must have fell out and I put it on the wrong one. So the woman at the well says, Jesus realized that the Pharisees were keeping count of the baptisms that he and John performed. That means they were actually, that's crazy. Although his disciples, not Jesus, did the actual baptizing. It says they had posted the score that Jesus was ahead, turning him and John into rivals. They do that, people do that all the time, in the eyes of the people. So Jesus left the Judean countryside and went back to Galilee. To get there, he had to pass through Samaria. He came into Sychar, it's so hard to pronounce these sometimes, a Samaritan village that bordered the field Jacob had given his son Joseph. Jacob's well was still there. Jesus, worn out by the trip, sat down at the well, and it was noon. A Samaritan woman, came to draw water, and Jesus said, "Would you give me a drink of water?" His disciples had gone to the village to buy food for lunch, so he was by himself. It says, a Samaritan woman, taken aback, asked, "How come you, a Jew, are asking me, a Samaritan woman, for a drink?" Jews in those days wouldn't be caught dead talking to Samaritans, just like whites and blacks, you know what I mean? The situations I had, all around, being around, and even with Margarita, the Mexicans, we all segregate. I hate it. It says, Jesus answered, "If you knew the generosity of God and who I am, you would be asking me for a drink, and I would give you fresh living water." The woman said, "Sir, you don't even have a bucket to draw with, and this well is deep. So how are you going to get this living water?" And Jesus, she's put, "Are you a better man than our ancestor Jacob, who dug this well and drank from it, he and his sons and livestock, and passed it down to us?" Jesus said, everyone who drinks this water will get thirsty again and again. Anyone who drinks the water I give will never thirst, not ever. The water I give will be an artesian spring within, gushing fountains of endless life. The woman said, Sir, give me this water so I won't ever get thirsty, won't ever have to come back to this well again. He said, Go call your husband and then come back. She said, I have no husband, she said. That's nicely put. I have no husband. You have had 5 husbands, and the man you're living with now isn't even your husband. You spoke the truth there, sure enough. Oh, so you're a prophet. Well, tell me this. Our ancestors worshiped God at this mountain, but you Jews insist that Jerusalem is the only place for worship, right? Believe me, woman, the time is coming when you Samaritans will worship the Father, neither here at this mountain nor there in Jerusalem. You worship guessing in the dark. We Jews worship in the clear light of day. God's way of salvation is made available through the Jews, but the time is coming, it has in fact come, when what you're called will not matter and where you go to worship will not matter. It's who you are and the way you live that count before God. Your worship must engage your spirit in the pursuit of truth. That's the kind of people the Father is out looking for. Those who are simply and honestly themselves before Him in their worship. God is sheer being itself, spirit. Those who worship Him must do it out of their very being, their spirits or true selves in adoration of God, of Jesus. It says, the woman said, I don't know about that. I don't know that the Messiah is coming. When He arrives, we'll get the whole story. I am He, said Jesus. You don't have to wait any longer or look any further. It says, just then His disciples came back. They were shocked. They couldn't believe He was talking with that kind of a woman. No one said that they were all thinking, but their faces showed it. The woman took the hint and laughed. In her confusion, she left her water pot. Back in the village, she told the people, Come see a man who knew all about the things I have done and did, who knows me inside and out. Do you think this could be the Messiah? And they went out to see for themselves. So yeah, that was chapter 4, the woman at the well. And this is not the original Bible, this is the remix, So I'm gonna stop this, and I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. I'm gonna upload this and get to it, and go part shopping. So I'll see you guys soon. God bless.